Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about and do a review for a new microphone from LENSGO, which is model number LYM-DMM1, which is this guy right here. And as always, like in any of my microphone video reviews, I will be using this microphone 100%. The only processing that I'm going to do with it in video editing is maybe adjust the volume, but I'm not going to really do any cleanup. I want you guys to hear what this microphone sounds like coming directly out of the camera. Now, I currently have this plugged in directly to my M6 Mark II. The microphone itself is maybe about 2 feet from me, and it's mounted on the side of my cage that's on the camera, just to kind of give you an idea of where it is in regards to where I am and how my voice is projecting to it. Now, also at some point in this video, I'm going to do a brief demonstration of the microphone also attached to my iPhone. They do provide a smartphone cable, so I want to try to get a little bit of an outside video. That way you can hear the outside sound, see how it sounds coming directly into the phone itself, for any of you guys who are going to use it with your phone. Now, some of the things that stand out for me for this microphone is, first and foremost, it's $22 on Amazon, which is much lower than a lot of the other budget microphones out there. So to say the least, my expectations were not very high. Anytime a price is that low on something, you really don't know what you're going to get. So the first thing that I noticed when getting the unit was that the packaging was designed and made far better than most units in that kind of like $30 to $40 price range. I would actually compare the packaging of this to the Rode Video Micro, I think it is, the small Rode mic that's out there, as most of these cheaper mics that I've gotten have just been in either standard white and blue packaging, brown packaging, something of the sort. Now, upon opening the unit and pulling the microphone out, I was surprised to find that it was extremely weighty. It has some weight to it. It's heavy, not heavy to the point where it's going to hold your camera down, but I was expecting a plastic microphone and not one made completely of metal. The third thing you notice is that the shock mount is not a flimsy plastic style shock mount like you find with a lot of these cheaper, inexpensive microphones. It's a much heavier duty grade plastic. It doesn't just flex and bend just from the weight of the microphone. It feels like something that's going to hold up, support the microphone like it's supposed to. Now, once I got it on my camera to do some testing, that way I could hear what it sounded like before I recorded this video, that's where I was surprised even further. Generally, with some of these inexpensive microphones, the sound coming out is rather tinny, and that's what I was expecting from this unit, but it wasn't what I got. Again, this is unprocessed audio. Generally, when I do these reviews, I do have to kind of tweak the EQ a little bit if I'm using those microphones long term, as well as the volume, to try to get a more warm sound out of it. And I think this mic, just right out of the body, has a decent warm sound. It's something where if you're vlogging on the go, you don't have a ton of editing skills, you just want to do some videos for YouTube, you're plugging this into your phone, the sound is going to be more than usable, other than some audio volume adjustments, possibly depending on how your device is recording the sound in. Alright guys, we're going to cut away over to the unboxing of this unit, and I will speed it up, that way you don't have to sit through the entirety of it. Once we come back from that unboxing, we're going to give my final thoughts on this microphone, where you can get it from, as well as some iPhone 11 audio demos. Alright, now we're going to cut to some raw iPhone 11 footage. Again, just like in this part of the video, the audio will only be touched volume-wise, that way I can kind of normalize the sound. I'm not going to do any further processing on this microphone. Alright guys, what's up? I'm now outside doing the audio test with the iPhone 11 with the LENSGO microphone, and as you can tell, it's a rainy, dreary day. There's birds chirping, there's raindrops hitting the ground, so this is going to give a good example of how this microphone sounds in not so ideal conditions. So if the microphone ends up sounding good these conditions, you know it's probably going to sound pretty good in normal lighted conditions. So I'm going to stop talking for a few seconds, that way you kind of hear just the background sounds. Alright, that was just the ambient sound. Again, this is from the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I am using the front-facing camera. I have the microphone at about arm's length from me on my rig. That way you get an idea of how far the mic is from my voice. And again, no processing has been done other than maybe increasing the volume if needed. So my final thoughts on this LENSGO microphone is that so far out of all the microphones that I have reviewed on this channel in the low budget price range, this has by far probably blown me away the most. Build quality first and foremost seems to be a lot better than some of the other microphones that I've done reviews for. And then behind that, the audio quality coming directly out of the mic. At $22, I can't really complain. It's not going to sound nearly as good as your $100 mics, $200 mics. It's not supposed to. It's an inexpensive budget microphone. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do, except a lot more. For someone just getting into YouTube who wants to get started on this platform and wants something to sound better than what's out of their camera, than what's out of their phone, I absolutely recommend the LENSGO microphone for you. Give it a try. I don't think you're going to be disappointed at all. While companies like Rode have tried to keep their budget microphone around the $60 price point, even that amount is a little bit more for some people trying to get started on YouTube. For that extra $40, you could then invest into, some type of plastic rigging for your phone if you're using your phone, or some other type of device to kind of help your daily YouTube vlogging experience or video making experience. Just in the videos on this channel alone, I've shown you lights you could get for $35, tripods you could get for under $40, things of that nature that you could kind of combine with this microphone to get you a little starter kit going. Now, I can tell you in my case, this is absolutely a microphone that I'm probably going to keep tucked away in my bag anytime I use. To be quite honest, I might even keep it on my camera for the channel, just for when I don't want to plug in my Rode Wireless Go lavalier microphones. This is just an awesome set it, forget it, no battery needed microphone that gets really decent sound quality. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description box down below for anyone who is interested in purchasing this LENSGO mic. That way you can go grab it on Amazon. And as always, if you found the video helpful or you just liked it in general, hit that thumbs up as it helps the channel and the video greatly. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. That way, anytime I put out a new camera gear or tech-related video, you guys get a notification. Now, with that being said, until next time.